What's up, guys? It's Sebastian ZFDH1 here, and we're back with more Bravely Second and Lair, or Sinclair, whatever you want to call it. Last time we awoke in the kingdom of Caldisla, things have got a little bit screwy, and somehow got the Vestling of Water to do her job that Anya's was supposed to do, and has awakened all 4 crystals. Now the Pillar of Light lays open. But with that said, we're in Caldisla. We need to know what the hell's going on. Apparently the king has something for us. So, we're gonna go over to the king and see what's up. Now, Caldisla is exactly how you remember from the first game. In fact, if we go over here, Captain Owen, our nation's hero, forever at rest. Besides that, I think it's this one. Magic store. We have regular good stuff. And our weapon shop. Oh, I never bought these? I'll just try those on for a moment. But yeah, everything's pretty much the same. Oh, right, I did not show the weapons themselves, did I? There you go. Anyway, it's basically the same from the first game. It's nice, it's quaint, it's small. It's Caldisla. However, as we know from last time, everyone seemed to have forgot about this place, and the name Land of Beginnings became Land of Endings. So something's going on here. But before we do that, let's quickly look. If I go to the bottom screen, let's try. Ooh. Tempting. I want to keep Tiz in his normal outfit, though. You. This was Anya's night tunic. Night tunic from the first game. You know what? Yeah, let's do it. For you. You know what? I think you're fine. I think you had the Onion Knight, just like we had for Tiz in the first game. How did I not buy this? I could have sworn I did. Anyway, let's go see what the king needs. There you are.
Whoa! If it isn't young Tiz, hero of Caldisla.
It's been too long, Your Highness.
That it has. 2 whole years since you collapsed and were whisked off to Eternia. We worried about you, lad. It is good to see you back among us. This calls for a celebration. The savior of our kingdom, no, of our world, has returned to us. 3 cheers for Tiz! Huzzah! Huzzah! Huzzah!
Long live the king! Long live our savior!
You're too kind. I wasn't expecting such a royal welcome. Amazing, sir. The soldiers love you, and even the king depends on you.
Today is truly a joyous day. We must prepare a great feast. Bring the finest meats and cheeses and...
Oh! Tiz! Edea!
Egel! I hardly even recognized you.
Junior Captain Egel, do you have something to report?
You bet I do! I mean, forgive me, Your Highness. I come bearing urgent news.
Let us hear it, my boy.
There have been sightings of a great beast at Lontano Villa to the north, sire.
What's that you say?
A great beast?
We wanna, the youth brigade would be honored to investigate for our king. We request permission to set out at once.
Wait, Your Highness.
You object to this, Tiz?
We'll go investigate the rumors. Listen, Egil. The captain of the guard doesn't go looking for foes to conquer. It's not his job to rack up heroic deeds. His job is to keep his men in order, that they can protect the king and the people.
But...
Yes, our Captain Owen, may his soul rest in peace, was just as you say. He fought against his own urges to seek battle and glory, that he might better protect the castle and his countrymen. Junior Captain Egil, leave this task to Tiz. Surely the hero of Norende can handle it. Let us focus our energies on defending this fair city, for it is a duty that captains and kings both share.
Your Highness. Tiz!
Egil! Why, look how you've grown.
Tiz, would you care to introduce us?
Of course, this is Egil. He's like, a little brother to me.
A little... brother.
We met him in Eisenberg, in the mines. There were a lot of things. Long story short, we ended up bringing him to live here in Kaldisla.
And now you're junior captain of the guards. You must have worked hard the past 2 years.
That's quite the accomplishment. I'm Yu. Eugenie Olja.
Yu's a captain of sorts, too. He leads the Crystal Guard's own 3 Cavaliers.
The leader of the 3 Cavaliers? That's amazing! You must be like the best of the best! So, why are you hanging out with someone like Tiz here?
As smart-mouthed as ever, I see. Yu's a good friend of ours. I guess you could say he's like a slightly older, younger brother.
Tiz, is anyone not like a brother to you?
Junior Captain, the city garrison needs to be put through its paces.
Yes, sir! I'm on my way!
Good luck to you, Junior Captain.
Thanks. You guys take care too, okay?
Well, I guess that cinches it.
Let's go look into that monster.
Lontano Villa lies up to the north. I'll mark our map.
We have to get to the bottom of this.
And that's where we're gonna go head. Where are we?
What's that?
It's
It's the Rub-a-Dub!
Finally! Splish splash, it's time for a bath!
Let's get on over to it.
Miss Sakura, you're all right.
I was out collecting the laundry when that pillar of light suddenly appeared. I don't remember precisely what happened, but the Rub-a-Dub started spinning and spinning like bathwater going down a drain. The next thing I knew, we were plunked down right in the middle of the ocean. It took more than a week to fix all the damage done to the baths and the boiler. This is the first time we've seen land since the whole disaster began.
Ah, la vache! Talk about survival skills.
You've been through quite the ordeal. We'll take over from here, so you just take it easy.
Take it easy? This is no time to take anything easy. On our way here, we came across the biggest school of fish I've ever seen.
Did you say fish?
Our tanks are fit to burst with delights of the sea. I've already begun preparing the sashimi boats and writing up the menus. Tonight we'll be serving the bathhouse's super deluxe seafood banquet.
I knew we saved the world for a reason.
Yes, because our stomachs demand it. Well, we now have a whole new region open to us of Caldisla, and obviously, you know, here, that's the way to the Great Chasm, which you can see is filled with a lava-like substance. But before we go to the Great Chasm, something's opened up to us, and that's all the way in Eternia. So we're gonna go there, and I'd recommend you do it now. That's Flora. Did I go the wrong way? Here we go. That's the grand ship. Wrong? It's in Eternia, right? Oh, wait a minute. It's in here. Yeah, there it is. Good as gravy feeling. What's the matter, you? I was just thinking about the family crypt. It's deep below Gathalea, right? It was a breeze blowing the whole time we were inside, even though there was only one exit and no windows. You thought it was the breath of the cries of the dead, right? It seemed strange, so I asked Alfred about it. And he said there might be a passage. Passage? Yes, running from the deepest part of the mausoleum right to the sanctum. What? You mean we could have taken a shortcut? It's a real slog getting on there. Makes sense now that I think about it. Lord found him was such a key figure in the Orthodoxy, even after his death. He probably dug out a tunnel when they built the mausoleum. Right. That way to the church, bigwigs could go pay their respects to the great man whenever they wanted to. Should we known about this before we made the epic journey into the depths? Tell me about it. Still no harm, no foul, right? We made it through in one piece. Just don't ask me to do it again. What do you mean? Now that we know about the passage, why not go again? We're adventurers, aren't we? Actually, I'd rather we didn't go wandering around the family crypts any more than we have to. Because spooky ghosts. Alright, here we go. There he is.
So you have come, my daughter.
Brave Lee, Grand Marshal of the Eternian Forces, and holder of the Templar Asterisk. The ruling hand of the Duchy, and, closer to home, Edea's stern but loving father. After a long and bloody war, peace between the Duchy and the Crystal Orthodoxy is finally within reach. What wisdom do you suppose he wishes to impart to you now?
No. You come to me as Edea Lee, Knights Captain of the Eternian Ducal Guard.
Father, what are you doing here?
Answer me this. Are you prepared to succeed me? Are you ready to rule a nation?
Father?
In olden times, it was said that a true ruler must possess one of two qualities. The strength to cut down any foe who would stand before him without doubt or hesitation. Or the resolve to defend the multitudes who would cling to him for protection without letting any come to harm. And yet, in many ways, these two powers, these two innate abilities, are opposites of one another.
So you're asking me if I had to choose one?
Just so. Now, I ask you once more, are you truly prepared to take my place, to rule a nation?
Do I have the will to rule? Yes, I do, Father.
Well said. Now, I would know what you believe. Which of these two qualities would you value most, were you to rule? Would you choose the power to cut down your foes? If so, go to Everlast Tower and retrieve the Grand Marshal's sword. Or would you value the power to protect your subjects? Then visit the Central Command Dungeon and retrieve the Grand Marshal's shield.
The Grand Marshal's sword from Everlast Tower, or the Grand Marshal's shield from the dungeons of Central Command?
When you appear before me as a true ruler, and only then, I shall share with you all that is mine to share.
Yes, Father. Understood, Grand Marshal, sir. Edea Lee, Knights Captain of the Ducal Guard, will not let you down.
Well spoken, my daughter. Now go, and be strong. I shall await you in the Cave of Vestments. Seek me out when you have found your answer.
Alright. So we have a choice. If I remember correctly, I think you can choose one of them. So we're gonna go for the shield first. I don't remember how to get over here. The ultimate owie. I got it! Stubbing your pinky toe on the corner of a dresser. Yelf. That one hurts. It's a shoo-in for sure. What are you three doing? Holding the third official Ultimate Owie competition. Which has been one of the most painful sounding events they've ever heard or experienced. Until the Ultimate Owie is crowned. The Ultimate Owie. I've already done this twice. But you, Tid, got any cringe-worthy tales? I suppose I do. Oh, do tell. Let me think. How about this one? This one time when I was brushing my teeth in the morning. Oh, I know. You bang your hand in the mirror when bending over to rinse and spit. Come on, it doesn't hurt all that much. No, one morning I went to brush my teeth and I was so tired that instead of my toothbrush, I grabbed my razor instead. Ah! That sounds bad. Camp scene.
Here you go! Ugh, heavy. Ta-da-da! Shield grilled cave scallop, ducal guard style.
Nice. These are the scallops you collected earlier, right?
Fresh scallops are the best.
And I love the miso butter sauce.
The bed of green onions and bean sprouts really works too. The juice from the scallops soaks into the greens, turning them into a refreshing seafood salad. Like an undersea garden.
By the way, did you say shield grilled?
Yeah, instead of a hot plate, I used this shield here to grill them.
Wow, that's awfully extravagant.
I read that the soldiers in the field would use their shields to grill meat and their helmets to boil potatoes.
How resourceful. I'll have to remember that the next time I'm in the woods without a frying pan. You make a lot of grilled food, Edea. Is that popular among the Ducal Guard?
Sure is. Hearty battlefield fare, fit for heroes. That's always been their motto.
A feast fit for heroes is right.
The Knights of the Ducal Guard have always been like that. Big, strong warriors with even bigger hearts.
It sounds like a proud tradition.
Just like the Sky Knights when I first joined them, I guess.
It must have been a real honor. Is that where you learned to cook Ducal Guard cuisine?
The Eternian 4th Guard Unit, the Sky Knights, was once part of the Ducal Guard. Its commander was none other than Sir Argent Heinkel. This was his shield, passed down from captain to captain.
Oh, so that's the shield you used to... Wait... You used a priceless heirloom to grill scallops?
Darn right. Just have to rinse it off and it'll be good as new. It's what Heinkel would have done.
A meal fit for heroes? More like a meal fit for madmen. What if you were ambushed while you were cooking?
Well, that's why they outlawed deep frying, you know.
Yeah, it'd be like a fire shield, except you'd be the one getting burned.
As commander of the Ducal Guard, Heinkel was sworn to serve Father night and day. Father's the one who taught him how to cook on the battlefield.
So the Templar taught him, and you've inherited their legacy. I suppose that's the Ducal Guard way.
Exactly.
Wait, so all those dishes with way too much sugar and your culinary experiments, they were inherited from the Ducal Guard too?
Huh? What is it?
This mithril shield. I've been holding onto it for my collection. It's the Pope Anya's Ascension Limited Commemorative Edition.
Oh, so that's why it was polished all spiffy. It made the cooking a breeze, I'll tell ya.
But my shield, it's all covered in soot and miso butter.
Hey, guess what, everyone? I've got another special treat for you. Check it out. Scallop soup in a helmet, Ducal Guard style.
Oh no, you didn't.
I sure did. I used the shiniest, best-kept helmet I could find. Look at it sparkle.
But that's my Legion helmet. That was my prize for qualifying at the Arena Regionals of the World Fighting Spirit Championships.
You know, it's good that you take care of your things. But the most wasteful thing of all is not to use them.
Oh, you goddamn fanboy. Anyway. I think the stairs are over here somewhere. Yeah, this looks right. Take that. No, that's a dead end. don't remember you're good, though. Nope. I think if I remember this entire room is... Yeah, I remember there's another secret door over here. Yeah, this has the whole, like, Genji armor, I believe. Yep. This is it, the Grand Marshal's shield. Certainly looks stout enough to defend against anything, but... Oh shit, I hit B. I did not mean that. Whoops! What am I doing? Now we gotta get the sword. Behind the building. Or I could just do this. Everlast Tower, first time here. I gotta remember where I'm going. Oh, cool. I can show how this works. See if I survive. Hopefully we survive. We did.
Splendid!
Thank you. It's in this floor. It's the Temple of Earth. Jesus, I can't remember. Oh, wait a minute. I fucked up. It's this way. Oh, windows. Oops. Yeah, now I remember. That's this one. There, up here. Grand Marshal's sword, just as Father described. Do you have something wrong? No, it's just this is a great task Father's gave me. It's too easy, right? Yeah, exactly. Somehow I don't think finding the sword is all I'm supposed to do. But it's the Grand Marshal's sword, powerful enough to cut down any foe, right? There's gotta be more to it. I need someone to advise me, like Prime Minister Dominus, for example. Why him? Because he has the intelligence to dominate anyone in the... Oh, excuse me. In the arena of ruling a nation. He does? I think you're better off talking to someone who has experience with a weapon as powerful as that sword. Someone with experience. Oh, I don't know. Maybe something more figurative? Someone with the ambition and talent to overcome anything? It sounds like a real shot in the dark. Shot. How about Sirius Sagada's Elder? That's it. The SP cannon. Be more powerful than a weapon that you bust balls clear from the sky. That makes sense. If we get a chance, let's talk to him. Okay, now we can leave. Now we can go to the Vespene Cave. We don't have to talk to them. Yep, this is it. I do not remember the fucking path. Great. I think it's top left. Yeah, there's stairs. Okay, I remember this now. No, that's chest. What's that, Magnolia? Something I picked up outside. Been waiting for the chance to read it. Looks like a map. Pretty bad shape. This line here connects to Juliana Woods and Ansheim. Then it cuts across the Sea of Corsairs towards the Eisen region. Here, then turns north by Starford and goes all the way to Eternia and stops this X here in the southern region of Eternia. It looks like all these scrawled notes that they pack with info of each of the key points. It's a detailed map of the points of Eternia Highlands. See the split into 3? One goes to the city of Eternia, another goes to Central Command, and the third goes to Everlast Tower. There's a date, year of the Orthodoxy, to 2385. I was 3 years old then. Writing carved in this stone looked like it was done by my father's hand. It must be the marching plans for all those years ago. And the Templar launched his uprising. Look, here's where Brave debated with Lester de Rosso and Say Juliana, and where we came to find the rainbow thread. We came here twice, and the sage revealed to us the secrets of our world. So how many paths have crossed here in this cave? How many destinies have been decided? I recommend saving. Because he lays before us.
Father.
It is said that the mystic thread used to weave the garb of the Vestals comes from this cave. But it is more than that to me. This is where your mother and I were once sheltered by the sage of Juliana. It is the place where we were blessed with a strong, beautiful daughter. And the place where I made my resolve to take back this nation and rule it by my own ideals. Even seeing the faces of the multitudes who had rallied to our cause, our hearts still wavered. Dare we pitch our outnumbered forces against a great religious order, with the power of the crystals at their command? Dare we did. We resolved to overthrow the orthodoxy, capture the Earth Crystal, and seize the throne. But how would we rule this new nation we would forge? How would we lead the world? After 3 days and 3 nights of heated debate, on the morning of the 4th day, I mustered my army.
So this is where it all happened.
I see you have found the Grand Marshal's sword and shield, and yet you have equipped neither. Tell me, Edea, is this how you would answer me?
That's right. This is my answer.
Explain yourself.
As long as a nation exists, it will have enemies, whether or not it seeks them out. A ruler must have the power to fell those who would threaten the people's survival. This is why I sought the Grand Marshal's sword. And every nation has people within its borders, a citizenry that it must protect. To keep its subjects from harm, a ruler must carry a strong, sturdy shield. So, I sought out the Grand Marshal's shield. But when I took these 2 great relics, sword and shield, into hand, I suddenly felt afraid.
You wielded a mighty sword and a stout shield, yet grew fearful. Intriguing.
I thought back to what I had seen in my travels across the realm, and to what I had read in the histories. Stories of men who claimed power to slay their foes, but who forgot the ones they loved, and whose hearts grew cold. Men who gained the power to protect people, but then lost sight of themselves, and grew vain, proud, and complacent. They put too much faith in the power they'd achieved. It became all-consuming. It was all they cared about. That was what I was afraid of.
Justice must be supported by might and authority. But when it is delivered at the point of a sword, it is not but coercion. You are right to fear power. Yes, even power sought in pursuit of justice is not immune from corruption. A stout shield is needed to protect the people in times of war. Yet the true goal should be a world with no need for shields. The noble course is to believe in the ideal. Find that stout shield, yes, but do not bear it. The little bird who left our nest has returned on the strength of her own wings. Along the way you were lost, injured and betrayed. You knew despair and cried in anguish.
We were confused. We doubted everything. We closed our eyes and ears to the world around us.
But you overcame the pain. You raised your head and did not shirk from the truth. You took your troubles in stride.
I met new comrades and knew the warmth of friendship. I was emboldened. I listened. I learned just how much I still had to learn. I felt the love of my master, my friends, my family, and my father, who I always looked up to and strove to follow.
Your journey is over, my daughter. But you have one more trial to face, together with the friends who stand beside you. I am Brave Lee, Grand Marshal of Eternia. This is your final trial. I shall spare no effort, offer no mercy. Begin!
And that was shot by killing your minions immediately. Light-based users and dark is gonna hurt.
Well fought, but your trial has only begun. Well struck, but I will not fall so easily.
This is third time up. This should be
You have grown strong, my daughter. How strange. For the first time in my life, I feel no regret or frustration in defeat. Perhaps this is what I had hoped for all along.
Father.
It is nothing. For being told I might never wield a sword again, this body served me surprisingly well. Now, you must take this. This is the stave of the Grand Marshal of Eternia. He, nay, she who bears it, holds full authority to rule the duchy.
Rule Eternia? Me?
Yes. You have shown that you possess the strength to cut down your foes, the strength to protect your people, and most of all, the wisdom to know that though you possess both, you need not use either. Go forth and rule in wisdom, Grand Marshal Edea Lee. The future of Eternia, nay, of the world itself, is in your hands.
Yes, Father.
Why, Edea.
Mother? What's going on?
Your father and I have decided to move out here to the woods.
Seriously? But isn't this the wise one's place?
It certainly is. Or was. From what we've heard, he hasn't been around here in quite some time.
I've been thinking of renaming the place Brave Lee's Needleworks.
And Sage Ileana is okay with this?
Don't worry, dear. The old sage could never get angry at me. But listen, Edea, I'd like you to have a word with your father.
About what?
His armor. Even though we're retired and living here in the woods, he refuses to take it off.
I have grown accustomed to the proper ballast it provides. If I took it off, the next stiff breeze might carry me clear into the sky. I think I'll stay as I am for now.
The Full Metal Seamster, huh? That's gotta be a first.
Sir, the delivery you asked for.
Alternus, I've been waiting for you.
Fabric and thread just as you asked. If you exhaust your supply, simply say the word and I shall procure more.
Thank you, Alternus. You're always so helpful.
And what of the other items I requested?
I have brought them, sir, but are these truly what you were looking for?
Patchwork for apprentices. 100 embroidery patterns for spring and summer. Yes, these are perfect.
You're really serious about this needlework stuff, huh?
Of course. Have you ever known your father not to be serious? For my first project, I believe I shall make you a quilted vest. Then again, Noble Tsuna hinted that he wanted a new tea cozy, and I promised to knit Alternus a woolen scarf.
Before that, the armor.
So if we ever need to find the Grand Marshal ever again, he's here.
Dinner is served.
Finally! I'm so hungry I could eat a horse.
It's so tender.
This is divine. It's like a little symphony playing in my mouth with every bite. You simply must tell me, Tiz, what is this masterpiece?
Meat?
Hey, come on, Tiz. Magnolia is asking a serious question.
Sorry. How about roasted wild boar with blueberry sauce? The boar shoulder Carl gave us has really aged well.
What's the sweet and sour flavor?
That's blueberry jam. We had some in the stores, so I used it as a rub for the roast.
Oh, right, the stuff I bought but never used. And what's this on the side? This warm risotto-like stuff.
Rice, mostly.
Tiz, you're doing it again.
Oh, sorry. How about, buttered rice porridge with mushrooms and wild vegetables? I picked a bunch of wild mushrooms and roots when we stopped for lunch the other day. I figured they'd go well with the buttered rice left over from yesterday.
Buttered rice? From yesterday?
That's right. I used the leftovers from Magnolia's dinner.
Tell me, Tiz, do you have a philosophie de la cuisine?
Huh? Philo what?
A policy. Towards cooking, I mean. Do you have a particular approach? For example, you put lots of effort into presentation.
I do?
But everything is loaded with garlic, and he sticks to simple dressings like ketchup and brown sauce.
She's calling you a one-note cook.
What? Come on, Magnolia. Pull some punches, would you?
Edea, meanwhile, likes the extremes. Sweet things are super sweet. Spicy dishes get a quadruple dose of pepper.
Yep, that's me. Food with a punch.
She's not afraid to explore and experiment, which often results in total disasters.
That sounds familiar. Remember her charcoal on the half shell? And the legendary soup of many colors?
Murgurgur. Look, you have to try new things if you want to improve as a cook.
You were trying to improve?
But I have to say, there's a certain je ne sais quoi about Tiz's food. It's tasty without being flashy, and it has real depth. It makes me wonder, just what is his philosophy? Where did he learn to cook?
I'm pretty sure I don't have a philosophy, and no one ever taught me, per se. I mean, I'm not a gourmet like Edea and you. I don't know about fancy ingredients and dishes.
There must be something. Come on, don't be coy.
Well, one thing I do believe in is not wasting food. Does that count? Like today, I used the boar meat we got and that extra blueberry jam for the roast. Then I had the idea to use up the leftovers from last night's dinner. We just happened to have the mushrooms and wild plants on hand to dress it up.
Magnifique! Tiz, I think you have a wonderful approach to cuisine.
It's nothing special. I just hate to see good food go to waste.
Now that I think about it, you've never made a bad meal. Your dinners are always just right.
Well, I'm not as adventurous as you. I stick with what I know, so I don't mess up all the time.
Well, excuse me for trying to spice things up from time to time.
Sorry. Oh, that reminds me. I made a totally unadventurous dessert, too. Sweet roasted chestnuts.
What? Why didn't you say so earlier? Bring it out already. You really are the best, sir.
Okay. I wouldn't use anything else. So, that being said, we've done everything we wanted to do. I will see you guys next time on Bravely's second end lair. We're going to continue and head over to the Latano Villa. See you guys then.